Hello viewers, you are welcome to another edition of Culture Clinic. On Culture Clinic, as usual, we look at some ailments in which in Africa we believe that some of them are naturally caused by maybe being attacked by someone, your enemy, but which are not so. Some of these diseases are diseases that has real effects on us. And as usual today, I still have with me my nurse. We're continuing from where we stopped the last time, the diabetics. Yoruba will call it ito sugar. Like I told you, give me the Igbo name, give me the Hausa name. I'll be glad to mention it to you in this program. But in Yoruba, it is ito sugar. It is believed that when you are urinating and you try to taste your urine, then you have sugar taste on it. So I have with me my sister.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm still the person that still enlightening you on our health. You're welcome.
Now, from where we stopped the last time, we're looking at the causes of these diabetes. What do you think is the causes?
If you can recollect from the last time we talked, we still mentioned that it is hereditary. That is, if a father has it or a mother has diabetes, it is normal. Or if the child is not trying to be careful in a way like, since I know my parents have diabetes or my dad has diabetes now, I should be able to control my diet right from the way I am. I shouldn't just eat. I shouldn't be reckless with what I do. I should be careful. My daddy has this thing and it is hereditary. So I should be careful with what I eat. I should exercise more. When I say, maybe it is in our family lineage that we are always big in our family, then I should be able to control my weight and all that, which is going to help me. Apart from hereditary, excessive weight gain, like obesity, causes diabetes, because in that case, the insulin that is produced, if we can remember the last time I said type 2 diabetes, the body person's body mass is bigger being produced. So in people that are obese, that are too big, their body is producing the insulin, but it is not enough. So if you try workouts, you do exercise, you do all that, you reduce the weight, so definitely your insulin that is being produced will be enough for the body to be used.
Now,
apart from that, age. Yes. Most times, some people, as they are growing older, instead of them to watch the things that they eat, they still tend to go back to the way they've been eating previously before. Whereas the way their body is metabolizing the food, the rate of metabolism now in them is different from that of the children and youth. Though diabetes affects children, well, that's diabetes type 1, like I said. But in that case, if you can remember, I said the major cause of that one is the body is not producing insulin. Probably due to abnormality in the child, or the pancreas is faulty, or the pancreas just refuses, I don't want to produce insulin, or there's a cancer to the pancreas. So in those cases like that, there's no production of insulin.
Now, Before we go on, like I used to say on this program is open to sponsorship. Just to check the numbers on our screen and be happy, willingly come over, run the advert for you and all the way. Now, let's take a break. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, we have known what the causes in the last episode. I just use what we did the last time to give you a kind of recap. Now I'm a diabetes patient.
Okay.
What is my diet supposed to be?
Once you're being diagnosed of having diabetes, the first thing we do is we counsel you, because there's this state in a process, we call it, there's a denial state, there's a state that you start bargaining, all that. So once you tell someone, it's just like telling somebody you have HIV/AIDS or you have this. At first the person will deny, like, how can you say I have, you are joking, you are not serious, how can, it is normal for everybody to have it. So once we tell you that, okay, what brought you to the hospital and all the tests that we've run and all this and all that, we now conclude that you are having diabetes now. It is normal that you deny it, that is a lie. I'm not, some people will even fight you. How can you tell me I have diabetes? They will go home. But we need to follow up. But that person that is willing to stay, that is willing to hear, we have to counsel them on 3 major things that is going to help them. And the 3 major things is their diet, their lifestyle, and their drug. That is the 3 major. There are others that are surrounding, but the 3 major is the diet, the lifestyle, and the drug.
Okay, let's talk about the diet now.
Okay, for their diet, we encourage them to reduce carbohydrate food, because we know that the end product of carbohydrates is sugar, and now what they're having in their body is excess sugar. So we need to look at ways to reduce that sugar in their body now. So we tell them to reduce the intake of carbohydrates, which will return in sugar. Then reduce all sweet foods. They should take more of proteins, more of vegetables. We advise them more on vegetables, fruits. They should take a lot of water. Then we tell them, because somebody has diabetes doesn't mean that that person should not eat what everybody is eating. Because you are the daddy, you have diabetes.
Hold on. What will be hearing is, you know what diabetes? You have a special diet.
Yes, there's a special diet. That is what I'm going to now.
Because eating what everybody is eating again. I'm
saying that because that person has diabetes does not mean the person should not eat. If you are the daddy, you have a mommy, and everybody, okay, the daddy loves taking amala, because we are from that part of Nigeria that loves taking amala. Because our daddy has diabetes now doesn't mean we should now stop eating amala, because our daddy will not eat amala. Of course we would eat amala, but the amala we will make for our daddy could be this plantain flour instead of yam. It is still the same amala all of us are eating. We can just make it that anytime we are going to make that yam flour own, our daddy will not take in it. But he can always take that of plantain. If he wants to, because our daddy has diabetes, doesn't mean we should not fry plantain. We will ensure that we fry those ones that are still strong, that are not very well inhaled because of the sake of the daddy. If we say that because our daddy has diabetes, we are not going to take fruit juice, don't take wine. We can, because of him, we really love him. We can go to the market, get the raw fruits, blend them together, rub no sugar, and we'll just add water and milk. That is even the best natural source of fruits. So there are ways that we can help out. What they just need is their family support. They need people around them. So in counseling them, we don't counsel only them, because now they can default. They can have a relapse if there's nobody to encourage them. So we usually tell them to bring someone that is living with them. And if they are staying alone, a neighbor or a close relative that will continuously monitor them. We can always go for follow-up, but a close relative that will continue for follow-up care, that will check that kind of thing, that will continue monitoring. They said you should not take this thing, and you are taking it, okay, that person will know. It's better than when nobody is knowing. They said I should not take it, me. That way I will take it. That's, so we need to continuously tell, remind that person, because it's that person that can help them. Then we need to change their mind, that mindset of, oh, diabetes, I have diabetes, I'm going to die. No. People with diabetes, they live long. Once you abide by those rules.
Okay. We've looked at your food now. Can we just run through some items like they can eat amala, but it's going to be
yam. It should be plantain amala.
Can they eat rice?
They can take rice, but in low quantity, not big bowl of rice, just small rice.
Can they eat pounded yam?
If they want to eat pounded yam, it has to be very, very small. Our advice, they don't take it, because there's no how you will take very small and you will be okay.
Can they take tea?
They can take tea, but they have a type of diabetic tea. There's a type of diabetic tea.
No sugar.
With no sugar. And it is rich. It has everything they need in it. It is a diabetic tea.
Okay, they have their own special tea.
Yes.
Okay. For someone that cannot afford to buy that, and they still want to take tea, which kind of tea they can still take?
They can, I don't want to advertise for anybody, but they can, they must not add sugar, and they should measure it. Okay, this one will not be too sweet, this one will not, just, and they should not add sugar, but they should take milk. Milk has protein, and protein will help their body.
But they should eat a lot of fruits.
Yes, and vegetables. Those are the things that will help them.
My viewers at home, I think you're enjoying the program. The diets, what are we to eat, what we should not eat. If I love myself, if I just don't want to cut my ministry short, like somebody will say, if I just don't want to bring myself into problem unnecessarily, bring my family into problem unnecessarily, then I think I should know what to eat, and I should know how to eat it. Fruit is very good for you. Before I go further, let's go on this break. Welcome back. now we are not saying, you'll be hearing what you are to eat. Now let's look at the other thing. The second one.
Lifestyle.
How should your lifestyle be?
We usually encourage them on lifestyle. We call it lifestyle modification. That because the person has diabetes doesn't mean you won't still live the kind of normal life everybody is living. But you just have to put it into moderation. It doesn't have to be the over or the not at all.
Not the way you've been doing it before.
It depends on the way the person has been doing it before. For example, someone that are usually the kind of person that loves Owambe. Every Monday you go, Tuesday there's a party, Wednesday there's this, Friday there's engagement or burial, Saturday there's wedding, church there's this, and the person attends all this. The person, I'm not saying that they shouldn't go, they can go to all, but it is not everything that is present at that party that they should take. Some people will take rice, they will take amala, they will take on the yam. If there's asaro, they will take. Their father rice, they will eat. They will bring them drink, they will take. Soft drink, they will take. Wine, they will take. Beer, they will take. If there's ogogoro, they will take everything at this party. I will eat before I go.
Is the owner of the party owning their money?
We don't know. And to now cover it up, some people will still have one nylon somewhere that they will store it. So as they are going home, as they are reaching home like this, all that, they just have to bring everything down. All those eating, excessive eating. People that eat like that, they tend to be bigger. They tend to be bigger. So that is still part of the risk factors
of diabetes.
Yes. So they need to just bring those lifestyle back to normal. It's not necessarily you attend the party and you eat. You might go to the party, they will ask, what do you want to eat? Nothing, thank you. Just give me a table water. It is okay. Then you go to another one. I don't want. Maybe just give me, maybe just little fish with just juice. It doesn't mean you are not hungry. It doesn't mean you don't like food the way everybody, but because of your health, because you love yourself, you want to live long, you just have to break those things down. At home, they are doing some things at home, they are eating this, they are eating that. You
just sleep there too.
You should.
But I like that they must be using, eating, what do you call it? Beans.
Beans help. Beans is a source of protein. But it mustn't be too much to that. We advise them to take protein because of healing. Because once there is increased glucose in the body and they have any wound, it is more likely that the wound won't heal very well because of the presence of the glucose in the body. So, and we all know that protein helps in it aids wound healing. So if they take more protein and all that, it helps in wound healing and repairing of worn out tissues.
Okay, now we've talked about the diet, the lifestyle,
drug.
The drug.
On drug,
Okay.
It depends on the type of diabetes the person have. Some people are placed on just oral hypoglycemic agent, while some are placed on oral and injections. While some, they just need those modification along with the injection or drug. A long time it corrects. Sometimes it does. It doesn't. Most time it doesn't anyway. It doesn't. So it is advised that once you are placed on oral drugs, use your drugs. But before they use the drug, we usually advise them to get the instrument that is used to measure the level of the blood glucose, which is called a glucometer. So we advise them to get it. We teach them how to use that machine. It is not a serious big machine. It's just a very small machine like this. You just have to prick yourself, take little blood and put it on the strip that is on the machine. Then it reads. You see what it reads. So we tell them the range. The normal range is 80 to 120. So that is after you've eaten. So once it is more than, depending on what you eat anyway. If you eat carbohydrate food, of course it will be higher than that. So it depends on what, but the normal one should be 80 to 120. Since that person has checked and it is going to like 2 something, definitely the person knows, this one is alarming, and they should use their drug. Once they comply with food, they use that drug and they reduce that lifestyle, the person will live a perfect and fulfilled life.
Okay, let's look at this scenario. I have diabetes and I have cut.
Okay.
What is the likelihood? Is there any chance for the cut to get healed on time?
Yes.
How do I handle it?
If right on time you notice you have a cut, quickly go to the nearest health facility or the nearest health provider that you know has more enlightenment about this thing. I'm not talking about because you have a cut, you send an auxiliary. Should be auxiliary. I have this cut. No, I'm talking of someone that knows what they are doing, that is registered in the field. You go and meet them. Okay, mistakenly I just cut myself. Then they start telling you, use this. They start treating you. They give you days for clinics. Come, let's see how it is doing. Because if it is not being managed very promptly like that, it could lead to amputation. It could lead to several things. Yes. We have many cases. Though during the counseling, we usually give them, we counsel them on how to dress. Because once that person has diabetes like that, there is everyone for them to have.
Please, if I would say that diabetes used to damage our skin.
It not really, not like it damages our skin due to the high level. If you can remember part of the complications we said the last time we met, we said if not managed very well could lead to some complications. We mentioned diabetic retinopathy, that is, it affects the eyes. If there is increased glucose, the lens of the eyes is going to absorb that glucose, which in turn will now cause the lens to be, it won't see, it will have a blood, no, this one is just a blood vision. Blood vision now. The person is going to have a blood vision. So that is to the eyes. That's called diabetic retinopathy, because the lens of the eyes has absorbed the glucose, which is not supposed to. So in that cases, you see them diabetics, some of them will say, I'm not seeing very well, it is just due to that. Some is diabetic retinopathy, nephropathy. That one is affecting to the kidneys now. Same to the kidney. And once it is going to the kidneys, hypertension is setting in, because the kidneys help in regulation of blood pressure. So since it is affecting the kidney now, it will cause, it could lead to hypertension and cause harm to the kidney. There could be diabetic neuropathy, that is to the brain. We have many complications that could result from diabetes on its own. So for that cut now, we tell them that if you know that you want to cut something, tell the nearest person beside you, please help me to do this thing. They should do it for you. But you know you can't, do it as gently as you can. Don't rush. To cut your nails, don't use blade. Don't use any sharps. You can use a nail cutter. Nail cutter would cut only the nails, not the skin. Things that would, like the foot, we advise them instead of wearing very high-heeled shoe that would cause cramps or do all that to your legs. You can not even sleep, but they can wear shoes, but shoes that are lined, the sole, the inner sole are cotton, but are foam. If it does not have, you can put a guarded part that will guard your legs.
Like you should be buying oversized shoes.
Not oversized
so
only.
By the time you do the padding,
There are some shoes that are made
for them.
Yes, they are made that they are soft. Some shoes are not hard. The body are not hard. It is when you touch the inner part, they are very soft.
Better for them to wear slippers if they can wear shoes.
With slippers, they can hit their leg on anything too.
So shoe is more better.
Shoe is better, but it should not be tight, because we know if it is too tight, it could lead to another thing. If they are traveling, they should ensure they raise their leg. They shouldn't sit where there will be heat of the vehicle on their leg, which is going to cause another thing. So they should try as much as possible to avoid those things. If now they tried avoiding it, mistake does happen, and it now happens that, oh, this place I think is paining me, or is swollen, or there's a cut here, they should quickly go to the hospital.
Let's look at another scenario. If they have boil,
if they have boil, they should go to the hospital. They shouldn't take anything with levity. They should not take anything on their body with it will go. That's how I usually have boil. It's when my mother gave birth. Now it is different. When your mother gave birth to you, you don't have diabetes then. But now you have diabetes now. So if there is any boil, quickly go to the hospital, and they will know how they will continue giving you dates to come for follow-up, to come for clinic, and they'll be monitoring it. But if you leave it like that, that is how it will cause another thing. I've seen several cases where our patients, they don't comply, and they treat their wound at home themselves until it is now something that cannot be done. Then when they now bring them to the hospital, we try our best, we do dressing, we do all that, and you can just imagine the way the wound smells. Because there is much glucose, and in some cases infection are setting. You see pores, you see different. I've seen a case of where there's maggot on the foot of that person, whereas the person is still wrapping it with bandage. Person is wrapping with bandage. Whenever they want to remove the bandage, you would have seen maggots there that they will have to remove. So cases like that, the only thing they have to do is amputation. So to avoid further damage to the body, we advise most of them to just come to the hospital and do something about it.
Viewers, you've heard this today. There's no way you cannot make a mistake. No matter you don't make a mistake, diabetes is hereditary. So it could be in your family. The issue here is that it's a matter of, it's not that you are not taking care of yourself. You try your best, but you find yourself in it. But how do you manage it? So the management is what we're talking about here today. Try to manage yourself. Try to manage your health. Maybe by next week, we will still be on this diabetics. I wouldn't know. Because the way I'm seeing this disease or this ailment is something that I thought it was a small issue before. You know, because there are some questions I still need to ask you, but my director is asking me to pack my things and leave. There are some questions that is in my mind on this issue of amputation and this sore issue. But that is where a lot of diabetes patients ends up dying.
Yes.
So I think we still have to talk about it next week. The time is not enough for us. So please, next week try to join us. Try to join us and try to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also subscribe to our website page so that the moment we start this program, you get your notification that you will not be left out. Thank you very much. Until next one, I come your way again. My name is John and
my name is Janet.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.